Bwajoga, you must be a slave. You must be a hunting dog. You must be under somebody. Hey, there is a committee to look for Museveni's votes. It's Lwabogo now in charge. Mirundi should come on. Toiza kubanga wasoma psychology. Nolaba omusajja we Makerere eyagenda ekayunga nasanga omusajja mbu yetuze.
How?
Kubanga you struggle. Bwe wetuga omugwa. We okwata wano.
Guleme kukutu wachi basanga mengalo.
You feel pain in the when you close this enyuma wafuluma. What is important is the expression. I'm willing to retire from the army. Because why? Era kapapula kagundi akabwino Lwabogo kakozesa kakubye. Museveni yamuganya okuwumula waliwa sebenyenga wagendi mbubaga eku n'abamulisa bali babyoge. This is Lwabogo. And his team. Sinna kalema siki kitongole kya nakalema. Kano kanti drug. Bamukutabba dagala. They stupid idiots. Mwategede ya mukutte. I'm more powerful than I dwarf the media in Uganda. Print media. How many copies do you circulate? What's your level of credibility? Museveni cannot encourage a battle within his palace. Mukoddomi wayagala obwa president Lwabogo ne Muhoozi ayagala fe tumuwagira. Kakati Museveni tayinza kufueringako ludda lumu. Lwabogo believes ti wanudde ndituulako naye. Tekisoboka.
Mbaniriza ku mukutu the flashlight channel Uganda akaongezeka lero. Mwasuze mutya mwasibye mutya. Abanyoro n'abanyoro kati mbaramukize musibire mutya roho muta. Abasheshe n'abaramusiya ni mugamba ki? Kuli Mirundi abarugwara bagamba babuza bati. Kopango Erio Mabel abaswahili. Habari.
Kiswahili tuina Kiswahili cha Mirundi ebiri. Kiswahili cha bara na Kiswahili rasmi. Kiswahili rasmi hiyo Kiswahili kinasemwa kwa coast. Shikamoo marhaba.
Hicho cha Tanzania super.
Jambo.
Ujambo.
Hatujambo. This is the coast. Habari. Nzo. Kuja hapa nzo. So Swahili, me I know Swahili. You see, let me tell you. Contrary to what people
you are civilized man.
People. Baganda we are Swahili speakers. The 1900 agreement that the Ruchiko discussed had been translated in Swahili.
Okay.
Mutesa the first converted to Islam. Nasiba n'okusiiba yagana mukomola nti omuganda tayiwa musayi kutte kunsi. But he was reading the Holy Quran in Swahili. Look at the way I Jawan. Agenda kola endagano ne Mwanga. Buli mubaka wa Lukiiko mu Buganda yayine mundu. Baganda had guns. My father had a gun. Until the violator gun tax. That's why for us. Kakati mu Lunyankole mundu bagita bati. Embundu. But Muganda has several names. Muganda, embundu, oba emundu, is a Kiswahili word. Echibundu. Echibundu means a bully, something that intimidates people. Emundu is a Kiswahili word. Echibundu is a Kiswahili word, meaning a bully. But Omuganda ajita omugemera wala. Ajita kamwa kabi.
Chichivamu.
Mu Luswahili otufu bajita sira. Bunduki. Era kiva mu kiri ekibundu. Something that you use to intimidate people.
Era kibakosa no mugwanga.
Ekibundu. So.
Okay, again tumaniriza mwebale nnyo senior Tamale Mirundi kwali ate mwebale nya abali ku live show. Thank you so much.
Nnyo bana nebaza abantu abatugoberera.
Amina.
Nenkola program zimeka a week. Ngabuli mwe ina abantu.
Sacha katonda.
Ati nagana. Sijja kukola ku program ndala yonna. Except abali nange nga program zange baziweze. Umanyize ndi musajja muzibu nnyo.
You're very relative.
Very principled. Nze nkubuuza ne gamba. Ti bw'aba muwala we yafuna olubuto.
Yesebo.
N'oyagala mu lujjemu. Naddukira ewa jjajjaawe n'azaala. oba ina moral authority okuddira omwana oyo n'omutuma ku luzzi. For you wanted the baby.
Yep.
You wanted your daughter to abort. Ekitegeeza ono omwana tumuyinaako ki? If we wanted to switch off my programs and I defeated you, then we don't talk. I defeated you. If we want to rape a woman and a woman overpowers you, can you say, katubikole bulungi? Katerega. No. You go ahead. Yes. You wanted to okungoba mu state house, mulwabwogo yangoba, ngende waffe ndootinge. Nga ntegedde nti batta abantu mu malwaliro.
But for us we
say, olwaleero.
Yes, sir.
Mbadde mbalaba mu Serena. The ICC has told them in May they will send them air tickets, travel arrangements to go to Hague. They have a case to answer. Tumwebaza has a case to answer.
Naye agenderamu.
Ate waliwo bannanga abantu be mbadde simanyi. Kakati nze bangoba nabagamba nti you people mutta abantu mu malwaliro. Tumwebaze. I can give him a job. Museveni wanted him. Museveni yete chimanyi. Bankola ku reporting mbi nnyo. Even Museveni humiliated me. Are you mad? Are you drunk? Nemutulya bwendi. That's why I've never gone back to State House. Katadde wa tape ego. Bakubidde emyaka 8 non-stop. And I will never work with these people again. Never. I will never work with these people. Nina okubeera embwa. Bansudde kasasiro. Basudde waba kalolo okulutu bafuna $4,000,000. Nze nda kubeera mu group eyabali. I have a master's degree. Sobola kubibeera mu ebyo. Oyo ye mbwa. Abwogo yagamba. Rich Mirundi is a nuclear bomb. Nakubeera mu underwear zaawe. Me. Kambabuuza. Abasajja bano bwe baali bava mu nsiko. Bajja ne buvaani bwa mmotoka obava. They found the money here. Yes. You cannot blackmail me. Tunulidde lwambwa ogonga afuluma Serena. Era agenze wa one of the prominent women. In tears. Netumwebaza. Nenzina mu ddiro lyange. Nenzina mu Katonda munene. Katonda mugagga. Kasajja ako kankuba.
Esebo.
Teriyo lunaku na lumu. Let me tell you. Nyamutiriwo. I can meet Rwabwoga and his group, but the Tumwebas is under at a road block, in a prison cell, in a mass grave, on a flight. I cannot forego. I will never see them again. I would go to a conjure, one day. I think again the work from Muhoozi, Nenkava, Babu Nabo, nothing I joke around. Babogo Yaquata Senteza, Yaquata 5 billion, Nako Bemboa. Sentence about the Vasilia, we were Debocola. Allah mukubye balayi muchenyi.
Okay. Senior Mirundi.
Nange nebaza Katonda.
Webale kumwebaza.
Ayi mukama otenderezebwe Katonda weggulu. Ayi mukama otenderezebwe nga.
Naye osaba kodi gwayina ayina amasabo. Osaba kodi. Enyimbo zitegeera ddi.
Byonna mbikola nsoma movement. Mugulu nyiza okusangayo nga ekibuuzo kirimu general paper. Nenkola mathematics ne mugwa nenkola general paper. Nze byonna mbisoma.
Okay. Awo tugenda okutambulira embeera eri mu ggwanga nnyingi nnyo omuli otulabidde general mukulu wabo General Ken Rugaba naye agamba aruteri.
Anti simple matter kambabuulire.
Okay, what is it?
For you ekibalema. Nabaga nti mu political science tukola ekintu kimu. Every decision, every step, every movement, every voice is purposeful. When a baby cries, is drawing the attention.
Yep.
Nebo uliambizi, edde mbizi batekanga mu lusuku. Wajiranga ekaaba. Wotegera bajibba. Oba something is happening, obembwa zigirya. Kubeeri kumuguwa.
Oh.
So you see, decision making is a whole chapter in the political science. Two things. Mu propaganda we read statements of people.
Nati munanga oli musajja wavunaanizo. N'ekyokola tewali. just sigalo receiving amasinga
sagala
jiteka jeke mu flight mode tadde mu flight mode balemo kusumbuwa ennyo era mbawumuzaako
kakati nkugamba ti nze mu political science nasoma political science logic propaganda ne mass communication byebiyamba omuntu ne psychology. Psychology is very important. Abantu bana abamu balowooza nti buli kintu kyosoma ogenda kikolamu omulimu.
No, it's not true.
Enlarge your brain.
Absolutely.
Psychology tells you the conduct of a human being.
That's what should be.
Singa bano balwabwogo basoma psychology. Nga abantu bano bali mu government bali psychology. Tebali tujoze. Bali tegedde nti empathy. You put yourself in his shoes. How does a human being respond? A human being bwalaba tweranga ejjateekayo omukono kubanga alowooza this is a shield neba bamutema nga bagenda nga omusajja bamutemyeteme
era wanika
nosangawo omulambo otegeera gwe batemyetemye nga afudde oba okujja ngo gali handicapped. Toyinza kubanga wasoma psychology nolaba omusajja w'emakerere eyagenda ekayunga nasanga omusajja mbu yeetuze.
How?
Kubanga you struggle
fefe
bwewetuga omugwa okwata wano
guleme kukutu wachi basanga engalo
you feel pain in the
but no nosanga ngoli boti
otya. Two, when you close this enyuma wafuluma the only person atasobola kulirizinga mukka mubi is a man during sex. A man during sex tasobola kufuwa kubanga the whole thing is tightened to ensure nti omusayi gusustaining bwafuwa tasobola. That's why you cannot do it very rarely to have a homosexual who is a man and a woman.
It's quite hard.
It's quite hard. Kakati singa abasajja bano
now for a woman, I think for a woman.
Singa abasajja bano a woman can release body gas.
Okay. During that process.
Yes.
Okay.
But a man cannot. Kakati singa abasajja bano abali mu government bali basomye psychology tebali koze bintu bye bakoze byemba gamba nti in Uganda we shall be worse than Rwanda genocide if we don't use this period, remaining period of 7 years or 4 years to reconcile with the people.
The government is going.
Chigongo should head a team with Dr. Rugunda to heal the population.
Prime Minister
because
Rugunda.
let me tell you, in Rwanda, the Tutsis, the Hutus were incited against the Hutu, the Tutsis. Some Hutu men had married Tutsi women, knowing that they were out, and were living comfortably. But let me tell you, do you believe that Yinginia Biandala needs to be incited to look for wicked editors and Kabushenga? Lwaki Yinginia Biandala bawa New Vision Chikundi ng'oluguudo lw'ekatosi tumwebaze eyalubba ne bamukuba mawulire. You think he needs incitement? Do you think my children and myself need incitement to look for Waboko?
No.
And these boys abalumiza family yange emyaka 8 Museveni naye n'akkiriza ti mukoddomi watutte sente ze zange nina okubeera embwa nze bantuula kasasiro wa $2 million. I have a master's degree. Lwaki bo bano bakalolo ku lutubaani bafuna $4 million kitundu sisobola gendayo
Ejo chigana.
Yes, sobola.
Okay.
Andi nkubulira ne gamba singa basoma psychology.
Do you understand?
Singa bali mu buyinza basoma psychology.
Nebo basoma?
Bali tegedde chuma omusajja avudde wano. That man
the donor brought for you.
The man said they wanted to grab his land in Kisos and claimed that they had sold the land to Museveni, which was not correct. Museveni's people, you don't remember the story by Nakalem that somebody has stolen Museveni's land? I say, how can Museveni lose land? Our people are telling us, Mukama Mwakadi, Kati the man tells me, Bamunonya, Alimu hiding, Bagendo could be a taka, Gabari chooses Babaria Museveni, Kwe Ambison, Baba Nakalema, Babatakaria Museveni, Baba compensating about Demo Babe. Kati, what type of government is this? But the man is hunted. The man does not sleep in his home for 2 years. Somebody came to me, Gubakuba bomb, one could CPS, Bamita Katongol. Ye Namurwade, Taina Chukumi. naye Museveni yabalagira basasule. You still even from the dead? What type of people are these? Tebasoma psychology. When you were a Muhoozi, a butcher, God gifted is very fair. Buli kisolo kyolaba wakati w'eddiba ne flesh waliwo ennyama gye bayita kaabuuyi allocated kuba skinning ente.
Gye kaabuuyi
oyina kubeera nga oli mukozi mu gavumenti doesn't have a salary. Which salary are you talking about? Have you bought buildings because of salaries? Bajoga, you must be a slave. You must be a hunting dog. You must be under somebody. Hey, there is a committee to look for Museveni's votes. Is it now in charge? Mirundi should come on. Naffe twabaguddemu temulina gwe mujja kujoga kati kuga psychology mutuufu nnyo naye bano tebasoma psychology tebayina kye bamanyi ku bujozi. Tosobola kujoga mwana wa munno yajja kukola n'okuba maama wange tebamenya okugulu mwe ne mutatuula nga bakulu nti bana omwana ono yajja tukolera. Is it how we should treat him? Nze nina ogenda mbafukamirire, nina ogenda nsabeyo miliyoni 5 nsabe 10 nsabe mmeka. Amwana aluga nti muganda sibisobola
tomanyirwa
nzije bakuba ebintu byange bye sina kyenfunyemu. Politics is for alliances. Politics is for sharing. Kakati nfunyemu ki? Mu gavumenti ya Museveni nfunyemu ki? Kiki bajjire wange okuba ebyawange nga ne mu gavumenti emyaka 8 ne Museveni tampangayo kantu nina ogende wa mukoddomi we mufukamirire kubanga nze sijo ndi munaku mukoddomi we ayina okunjooga.
Ekyo kijja kusoboka.
Kakati nkubulira nti the issue is simple. What prompted Muhoozi to make that statement? Me, I don't know Muhoozi. I have never had a one-to-one with Muhoozi. Contrary to what people believe. Why? Why is Muhoozi? Why I don't? I'm sure. The battle is inside Museveni's palace.
Okay.
Which means Museveni cannot encourage a battle within his palace. Mukoddomi wayagala obwa president Lwabwogo ne Muhoozi ayagala ffe tumuwagira. Kakati Museveni tayinza kufueringako ludda lumu. Lwabwogo believes ti wanudde ndituulako naye tekisoboka eri ampisa ekyankwanzi nali ngenze naye yagamba navuma nazaalawe tayinza kumanya abanyamyaka 8 n'abanyamanya famire yange nkoze buli likyo yonna ey'obukambwe mu nsozi.
Lwabwogo
yes ajja kusasula ate olwali simulabye ng'avaayo akyenkubuuza bwe kutaba ddogo oyinza otya okuba nga oli mugagga is the richest man and you are involved in organic cases.
Bebimu obugagga
iryo ddogo lyennyini kunjooga ate sijja kwogera naye alowooza mbu njagenda ewuwe njagenda mwegayire tutuule no
nanti ekibiina kyo kyewagamba
muwulidde wano
muwulidde sebo
nti yes I have his money I can do what but tolindako musajja Lwabwogo tolindabako. Even God cannot reconcile with you the way you have suffocated my family. Kusabira bubi buli lunaku ngende waffe mu nsozi nekkolimira tonnaba
tajafuga kugwanga
tasobola ajja kutambulirako ne mukagaali k'abalema ajja kuba n'ebigenge. If he doesn't surrender that money thinking that one day we shall talk, and even God cannot force me. Ne bwonteeka ku desirawo nonga nti yogera ne Lwabwogo you kill me.
Nani gatogere naye
tuyina lichozi
nanti n'ekibiina kyo kyabatiiziza Mirundi ekibiina ky'empunu
nabagambye ekibiina ky'empunu
mbawulidde nga bakyogerako
kakati nkubuulira nti if you want to understand Muhoozi's statement, understand 2 scenarios. If an old man calls the elders what they normally do when he knows that he's going to die, is about to see his creator. And he says, I would have selected my son, Reverend Father Tamale Mirundi, as my successor or heir. But as a priest who doesn't have children, and we have our traditional religion, he is unfit to do that role. and his mother tells him the reason why your father or one of the elders in a meeting tells him the reason why you are going to miss succeeding your father is because you are a Catholic priest. And the Catholic priest announces, no, I'm about to retire. What happens? It means that he is qualified.
Okay.
Because as told you that he's going to retire. Let me give you an example.
Please do.
In the Orthodox Church, if you want to be a bishop, you don't marry. If you want to be an ordinary priest, you marry. If somebody marries, what does it mean in the Orthodox Church? He has foregone the possibility of becoming a bishop.
Oh, yeah. Mitwembereng.
If your daughter is a nun, a Catholic nun, who cannot produce children, and you say, I wish I only have one daughter, is a nun, I'm going to surrender my wealth to charity, as the Europeans do. Because if my daughter had at least a grandson, I would have surrendered this my wealth. Hey, because the daughter is mine. And the daughter hears about it, and he says, I'm not going to take the vow for life. What does it mean? About them. Yes. What this young man is telling you, this man, whoever says that Muhoozi is a nut, as Rwaboko uses his media allies, this young man is intelligent. A general to plan a war, you must be intelligent. A general to plan a war, successful war.
You must be
to
intelligent.
Attend international military academies like Sandhurst. Toba musiru. Kakati yechi yabakoze kiri kimu.
Rwabo,
Muhoozi knew
yes,
that the law in the army, what does it say? You cannot just wake up and resign in the army. No. The Tinyafunzas have been denied the permission to resign, to retire. So the army says, what's the role of generals? The role of generals is to plan the war. This is what happens in America and advanced countries. Do you think that Biden knows military science? At one time I told the people that because the military in USA is very strong, but it rules behind the curtains. At one time, the equivalent of our commander in USA rang the president of China to assure him that you cannot have a nuclear confrontation because the key buttons to the nuclear arsenal we have has already been withdrawn from Trump. Which means the army, it was a coup. Had it been in Africa, it was a coup. So the military is strong in these countries, but they cannot take a power, but they are respected. So Muhoozi knows he's a general. He knows the do's and the don'ts of the military. What has said has not blackmailed anybody.
Absolutely.
In 8 years, I've not been in the army. What is important is not the time, the 8 years. What is important is the expression. I'm willing to retire from the army. I'm not, because why? Eraka papala kagundi, akabwino, luaboko kakozesa, kakubye. Museveni yamuganya okuwumula. Waliwa sebenyenga wagendi mbubaga eku n'abamulisa bali babyogera. This is luaboko and his team. Kakati naye alumwa nze am happy. Ti Museveni ategedde twajogebwa n'omwana we babimukoze. Westerners are malicious. I can tell when it comes to jealousness, the northerners. Omukazi omunozana n'omugattako omukazi omulala akuyira se. Tolaba ekyofu justice obulago bwalina bwati ani yamuyira Butto. If he was a minister, would be dead now.
Bali bamumaliriza.
kakati nkubulya ne gamba Muhoozi ababuuli abagamba the problem is not it years but to say I'm retiring. If you people you are considering people for succession and you think that oyo ali mu bwafaaza oyo ali mu bubikira oyo ajja kubeera bishop w'abasodox akubuuliriddewo nawasizza bwe mba mu convent ngenda kuvaamu.
Okay.
Yes.
Ngabe tugenda kutaka kasavu kanyama.
Yes.
Ngabe tuli ku live show era bano wala babuziza ntino banange totubulya Muhoozi asesa abatemu.
Anti kankubulira.
Muhoozi sabatemu.
All of those things are done because the Rwabogos have been indicted, but because they control the media, this case has been running in ICC court for 8 years. It's not mentioned. They have been testifying. I'm telling you, they challenge me. I play the video.
Okay.
Tumwebaze and Rwabogo.
Okay.
They must go to Hague in May. That's what the ICC has decided.
Katulinde May buza just miezi.
Kakati bo bayagala okutta okwonona Muhoozi. Naye abeere indicted. Yalina ogari. That's what the one of the why don't they want him to get out of the army?
Oh.
Lwaki tebagala avemu?
Oh yeah.
Bagala implicating mu bino. Naye ayononeke nga ki? Ngabano bwe bano tumwebaza ddanga yo ikamwinge ne bam twene okuvala yanneregamu. Kage tetako kunzita emirundi mingi. Nenja kasamiza mbulizi. Kaddangamu ne mulabanga the last time Rwabogo yamugambi that man is a voice of wisdom. No, it's jangalo. Nalinja kugolomiza gwenkwasa misingati yali mukazi wona baana bo. Nalinja kasamya. Kakere ko macha kasamya mu bulangiti. Kata nikakajiji. Jajja wako yali ntera kamu. Ntera kamu. Chofula baka kalowoleza mukutta. That boy has planned to kill me several times.
Okay, wali wabuziza mukulu Tamale Mirundi abale kueleza there are things that are not Uganda asomete sibitegedde bayogedde. Nemula agambe tubule ko ba mafia be bani.
That's rubbish. Because if you see somebody buying a rat trap, can you say you tell me whether the house has rats? The fact that you have an gigi, the fact that you have the Auditor General, the fact that you see mafiaism involves killing people.
Okay.
This ICC case of killing people. Do you know the people are involved?
I don't know.
Your medical doctors were Yomba and Wawuya already detained in The Hague for participation in organic cases, killing people for organs. So what is he asking me? He's stupid, he's an idiot.
Okay.
Do you need me to tell you? Are you blind? Don't you see what is happening in Uganda?
Mafias
he's an idiot. Mbo, bogere, koma mbuzi, koma nyoko.
Okay.
These are idiots.
Mentioning one
stupid.
Live show.
Don't waste my time.
Tugende wagunde omuku Dr. Byaruhanga.
Yes.
Rwachi permanent secretary.
I have given you.
Nkawulidde neba mafia bano go basobola.
Yes.
If tubatia go bakuba.
Diana was in Germany. What caused this money problems? One of the remaining areas where they are extracting organs is Mulago Hospital. That's where they are extracting organs. Another place where they are extracting organs is Masaka Hospital. They are still in operation. Because the doctors involved had a meeting where they were collecting money for lawyers. One of the Masaka doctor told them, I'm still, my area is hospital is still in operation. I sell these organs to the Tanzanians. There is a market in Libya, in Tanzania, in South Africa, in Sudan, and Uganda is a center.
Yeah?
Yes. Kakati omusajja kye yabakoze. This man tendered the morgue. A plus ne bagijjamu.
A plus bagigobye.
Bagigobyemu yaluzinze. The man said, let us liberalize the management of the morgue. Nebawa company endala. This is how these people reacted. Why? These people have been declaring patients dead, clinically dead. And now also that means where they are dead. Okay. Because they were using the mortuary to extract the organs. This is where the problem is. Haven't you had them talking?
I've heard.
Katekeko
nga betogera onaga I respect Mr. Mirundi musajja ina bwino era we bali mwebale kwekumira ku mpeo bamwita kirabo
wegenda ku Tamale Mirundi official
mugenda ku Tamale Mirundi official mujja biwulira
omuliro bali mu meeting yaabwe
ekanyongeze dovozi
yes bano be bagobye omusajja
yeyo mujulire
nabakutte nga bateesa omugoba. They started by arresting the owners of pharmacies in Mulago. Ne babasiba mu cells. Ne babagamba mu implicating. Mbu waliwo akatongole akali akagundi akadayana. Sinnakalema si kitongole kya nakalema. Kano kanti drug. Bamukuta badagala. They stupid idiots. Mwategedde yamukutte. Because they're fools. Kakati bate bategedde. Who arrested this man? Baina ka company ka group akadi mu state house akanonye eddagala eribbe
ate necha chetowusa
kakati yabadde ayina eddagala
abali talirina
naye muli basiru. You are stupid, you are idiots. These people must be hunted down.
Is it not successful battle?
No. This is one of their areas, the remaining enclaves where they have been killing people and extracting their organs. In Mulago, the man moved against them. The battle started with the mortuary. You get documents in Mulago, whether it did not start with the change in the management of a mortuary morgue. How can you fight over a morgue like cannibals? And two, they are stupid. Let us ask. If you wanted to use the anti-drug smuggling entity of State House, formerly headed by Dr. Diana, what's the role of the anti-drug? Kubanga waliyo mu State House obutongole bubiri. Waliwo akali akanakalema. A judge took a case there. Ate judge ngomusango gumusinze.
Yes sir.
Nabagereka yagitwalayo ne baseka. How can Nabagereka take a case to this place when you have Buganda Land Board? Some people, that's why I've told you, logic. Logic is very important. Me, I don't respect the titles and the status. I respect the akili.
Kichwa ni ngumu.
Kichwa yangu ni ngumu sana. Watu wanasema hiyo mlevi, hiyo mjinga, hiyo mpumbavu, hiyo azimu, lakini kichwa yangu ni kichwa sana.
Ni nzuri sana.
Kichwa siri. Kakati nkugamba, singa babadde balina amagezi. It would have originated from an auditor's report. It would have originated from the IGG. But who told these people to go? No, Byanyima. Abukati baguddewo file. Byanyima. You have a file in ICC. Nebuyirika. Mbuyina one. Mbuyina. I'm going to expose them. Bagala mbu balete committee. This one you are hearing. Ba resolving to refer the matter to a parliamentary committee. Baba we sent. Even the communication you are using, I've already intercepted it. Nzenina satellite. Some of these people communicated on Zoom via Zoom. I have them here. No message na meeting ye wandege ya soka kumande najikwata. Eyabadde yesterday najikutte. Even your communication systems nkwata landi gundi ezo. Bano ba mafia na bakwata ndi. Badda kukuandika opopola nabo ne mbukwata. Ne badda ku email na yonji kwata. System yange kwata email.
Goli musajja muzemu.
Yes. Once you use email, even in this case, they have been using emails. I have them. You people in Mulago. You have been using emails. I have them. I have the emails. You have been sending to your allies in the parliament.
So in
Basically refused. The problem in Mulago is over the morgue.
No, which means ono mukulu gwe bayita mukulu yarugabo your doctor.
Yes.
Is appointed by the president.
Yes.
But is being fired by the junior.
Anti kubolira nti babamye bayina amawulire gaabwe nakakubye ne badduka. I'm more powerful than I dwarf the media in Uganda. Print media. How many copies do you circulate? What's your level of credibility? Babu was saying, may I have your voices? Haven't they?
No, I've
haven't you had somebody, senior person in government, telling somebody that the president is aware that it is what is happening in Mulago? is the work of the mafia fellowship, are killing people. Haven't you heard it here?
I've heard it.
So, they, Bianyama Tumuyina, Bamina by Sisi, Bangundi, or no, Samana Mala, you are now, you are under investigation. These are allies who have been Kubanga by installing Gerevate. You should do a settlement, a referral hospital to have people who are killing, and these are idiots. Why? If you saw the way Franka Tumwebaze came out of Serena after getting the verdict that he must kutemba nyonyi in May, they will participate. Ona furunya duka aina wafimeri gundi jaduki dega kaba maziki. They thought it was simple. Baba descent certainly kamwenda kaduse. Do you know why mwenda renawe? Mwenda renawe to mwenda came up to demonstrate to Waboko that they had left. Haven't you heard Waboko saying that the people who are not trusted, they are using this? Yep. Tomuri dengayoge kumwenda. I capture these people every day. There is a time, if you have a man who rapes you, there are times when you don't move with the knickers. Yeah? These people brought to Chinese, they brought to Israelis, they brought to all the technology, they saw that I capture them using telephone calls. Bunamba kwata is a satellite.
Oli musajja muzebu nnyo era kyova nti ne Uganda ekyakwetaaga Mukulu Mirundi.
Kakati eyo bakolera bwerere. I can tell you Zoom najikutte. Emails zonna nzina, messages zina. Emails zina. You have been communicating using emails. I have them. Nzirina mutwale omusajja oyo.
Okay.
The man was brought here by Mbabazi. Is it the first time to know him? The man is extremely rich. Mwemweka, mwemi nokubana sente. Twaje tubakole. Twaje tubafikiri amazinga mulia. Why did we come? Politics sharing. Is it a crime for this man to have somewhere else? We no kubambo, we no kubirombo, bobo ka, we went to kubana sente. Bobo ka krias kabwe. Byanyima. Gondi ko batambuza. Ono mukyala ali muyunula ye yakulira wa yatabba yagoba abaganda lusamvu. All of these things will come at the anapre mulabe. You are inciting omusajja daye kananyumiza abaana be. That's what I'm telling you. We shall be in a worse situation than Rwanda genocide. That money to be put in prison, who are not throwing any money, because he is clearing the morgue. Numurwani samanyi nani mwenamba ina. Tajulide voices
no voices namba okay.
Atenja bakuba abantu babategere. Nja kubane video. Ekiseera kituse abantu tugende tugambe gwanika lyemwe. Na abo banna malaba duke byanyima duke bonna ababya bali. Waliwo n'ekirala kyekwese kyo tekyogerwako. Obwedda nkiwulira ku masimu nga kyogera. I'm going to expose you. Ateze you don't ring me. You don't ring me. Ate si yute njina. Tolaba mitale, tolaba gondi tebali wawo.
Oyina Katonda yakuwa. Oyina interterrorism beba kukuma.
Yes. Ngenda kuba byanyime mulago. Aja kudukana mundika. Nobody can ring me. You don't, when you are a criminal, you don't ring my number. A criminal is not supposed to ring my number. When you are a criminal, you don't ring my number. Hatani yakuleta yo ba mutayimbwa mutwe afautu lwa bwoko Franka tumwebaze mwenda kamwenda kaduse
tamula tanga ngakula salute Muhoozi.
Yes ina lwa bwoko muri denga ayogera. Some people are not they are useless. Was referring to oluma kayino bukaka bungi nnyo kababba sente kagenda omani ne kabba yo sente ne kabba sente za katuduka n'engalabi yako kadduka bajja kubetenta. Beja kubet buli yanwanyi sayinda bajja mukuba ate sisonyiwa. What I want is money. I will never work stake kazi ya serikali. I don't want to be a minister. I don't want to be a minister in Museveni's government. Maybe in another government.
Ya Bob yali mukubeja.
Siri kola mu government yeno. Why do I work in this government when I see that a man like this one of Mulago who has come up to protect the people from killing, from organs? You have all the wealth you have, but you are facing charges before ICC. Even Amin is not killed for export. You have ashamed Museveni. Some are his relatives, close relatives. Nti Amin teyatta ko bantu for export. Amin had excellent relations with the Arabs, but they were never killed there. When you have abagaga, abaina buli kimu, gwayina amata, gwayina ennyama, gwayina amaliba, gwayina buli kimu, n'ogenda ne muorganiza abantu.
But
No,
it is
they
too
have
much.
ashamed this country.
Yes, Mukulu Mirundi, wichi eno ebadde wichi ya bachala. International Women's Day. I think Chimantino oina mama wa bane
waka. I don't believe in those things. Why? One time, a man saw a cockroach. A cockroach is strengthening his legs, strengthening his wings. He saw that he wanted to help it. It died. What about a chick? If you crush an egg to enable the chick to get out, it dies. The chick must knock, must open for itself. That's why the beak operates. You don't need to propel women. We have seen in history, women have propelled themselves. In 1924, women voted in America for the first time. In 1964, blacks voted in some states, but we are there no. Even today we are saying a black, Biden has appointed a black on the Supreme Court, the first black. Why? Because like this cockroach. Once you get somebody who tries to help you, then he's doing a misservice. Why should you have different marks for girls? Then you are inferior. I will regard a university degree from a woman as inferior. Yes. Who? Because in history, let me tell you, this talk about women emancipation, I laugh at them. In every culture, there was a woman who led either Majimaji or Namanyenga revolt. Majimaji, something in Tanzania, was led by a woman who created Lakwena. How did Lakwena come about? Who created Lakwena? At one time, who is this Cecilia Ogwal revived the UPC. Cecilia Ogwal revived the UPC. When NRM came to power, the UPC went in for hiding. The woman who could address the public press conferences was Cecilia Ogwal. Who had the guru with Cecilia Ogwal?
UPC. The
first woman driver was called Katogo. Katogo used to participate in motor races with Idi Amin. Not this Muwonge, Katogo. Who had the guru with Katogo? We have in Uganda Muambala Ampale. Muambala Ampale was a prominent woman who used to stay at Yentebe. Muambala Ampale. Muambala Ampale challenged the men and started putting on trousers, prompting a man called Semakulu Wechitalo to propose if women have invaded our monopoly of putting on trousers, they even pay tax. Semakulu Wechitalo proposed in the Chico.
Okay.
We have the role of Maria Magdalena during Jesus' time was a prostitute, like a bad black. Maria Magdalena came from an island of prostitutes to ensure that Eraji Katunda Yaman. So, me, I don't believe that it will affect. What about God Mayor, the Israeli Prime Minister, a woman who led the wars? What about Margaret Thatcher? What about Makeri? Politics, the German politics was dominated by Bismarck. The second person in modern German was Dr. Helmut Kohl. The second one has been Makeri. Who groomed Makeri? What about this woman of Norway, who almost caused the break of Obama and his wife when he went to attend the burial of Mandela? The woman had to intervene. Obama's wife had to intervene and change it almost in Africa. When somebody tells you we have constituencies where women have won, Nankabira used to win in Chiboga until she messed up herself with the fighting Kadaga. Who groomed the Kadaga?
We can't tell.
The Kadaga? So me, I don't believe in those things. When it comes to my children, I don't value that this one. In fact, what makes a Muganda reluctant to accept a woman as a hair, Chirichim, Muganda is given a mantle of power. When you succeed your father, you get a mantle of power. Ngamu parliament knows about mess.
Yes.
Kakati, if the woman gets a chifondekwa, male chauvinism appears as if when the man sleeps on the top of a woman who has a chifondekwa, has also slept on you.
Okay.
Republican societies. Why is it that America has failed to produce a woman? Why is it that France has failed to produce a woman? Why? Ciocciolino was an Italian MP, a prostitute. At one time when they wanted to dislodge Saddam Hussein from Kuwait, Ciocciolino offered to go and sleep with Saddam to convince her, to convince him. So women, according to society, Fembwa Kabaka Buganda, Mukaricha Fetuina Nambi, Nambi Yereta Warumbi, Yari Yerabidem when Warumbi, Ning and Cocotaina Bulo Mirit. But he told they are escaped at night to leave Warumbi. But to tell you the power of a woman, Nambi convinced Kintu, we are going without to beat it. When he went back, when Nambi went back, this is when. Why didn't he Kintu prevail over his woman? It tells you the power of women from time immemorial. No sanga. When you go to Swaziland, the Queen Mother dictates on the king. Why? In the Swaziland culture, once you conceive a queen who conceives, who will produce the next king, the moment it is identified that he is pregnant, does not sleep with his man again. Okay. This is why the Queen Mother has a lot of influence on who? The first miracle Jesus made, one of the early miracles, was to turn water into beer. Where? Directed by who? By his mother.
Yes.
Mubuganda tuina nannono. Nannono yasongolange muli nga kibuko mumbale. Kibuka used to fly and used to hide himself in a blue sky.
Ngeno je tulengera.
Kakati nga yamusongolera nannono. But because of Chiganda chauvinism, of Miana chauvinism, Bagam, Tichibuka was betrayed by Nannon, who sold the information to a Munyolo warrior, Namukuba Kasari Ambul, Timukalaku. When you come to the Bible, again the woman is renegated, is portrayed as a spy, Samson, who revealed that Samson is a power originated from India. So women have been there all the time. Now when you say, you celebrate how many Catholic priests died? Reverend Father Chogun was killed by Idi Amin. People priests used to be taken from altars to be killed. A man called Bazira, an Anglican priest called Bazira, was killed when the army raided Namugongo. There was a priest who was found celebrating a mass at Makurubita in Ruero. Okay. He was killed and with the other worshippers. But they talk about room.
Ababa chat baveko. Mikuru Mirundi wechano yenyini mukuru tibuhabulwa president wegwanga ya launchinze emyoga. Bitegeza ache ebintu.
Let me tell you.
Ate bigenda tuyamba chi.
The Baganda have a proverb.
Omuganda gamba ati.
That otayiranga nvi. Abaganda okutayira means lako okuva concentration. Abaganda bagamba nti envy is sickness, gray hair. But because it does not concentrate, it ends up killing nobody. If the president has good ideas, but these good ideas originate from people, mwenda yabikola byonna. By the time mwenda comes out with the policy, nti baba bamaze okutegeera banamubbira. If somebody examines Museveni, Museveni is a socialist and a revolutionary. A socialist wants to make sure tukijja mu social insects. The Baganda call it okusosola. No, it's not true. Socialism means sharing. Kiva mu social insects nti zigabana ebintu. Museveni started with the rural farmers scheme. Lwabogaga nti tekyasobola kukola. But if Lwabogo, who is facing criminal charges by the ICC, takes power in this country, or to Mwebas, or Mwenda, all these people, the Kabushengas, these people, waliwaka hero, abasula, you be singing, remote sent and pity, abakaba parliament bagends of Genda, not to go to it, not to go to it, Kanoka. We are group yabo, yet I go Kuyola, the Mubutala, but Ganimuyolo when Bakuchizingo Kurigonia, Ngerikopta, where is a Mary? Eh, Idibukazuabu. Mbwa isolating maruningo na naira
kasatchi binacho chefuno chokwe era waliwo bagenda chije bagenda chega tako mubere bulungi mwera